Hello, friends. I am excited to get into a deeper talk episode with you today. It is Tuesday, March 31st, 2021, and this is episode number 123 of the All Around Growth podcast. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Rob Kaiser, and I am your host. The All Around Growth podcast is a show that gives you some insight and some tools to build the life and homestead of your dreams. And I'm going off old show notes this morning, kind of winging, easy for me to say, winging it. But I can at least tell you that the Deeper Talk deck, question from a card that I am about to pull from that deck, is an expansion of the original Icebreaker deck, which is a product of the Best Self company. And each of those 150 prompts will help you get to know people on a deeper level, have more interesting and meaningful conversations, elevate your communication skills. And you can pull any of those cards, and they are from 6 categories: courage, beliefs, life lessons, self-awareness, dreams, and exposed. And for those of you who are interested, you can link, or I will link to much of this in the show notes. And if you think this concept of a Deeper Talk deck is cool, or any of the products that are listed on the Best Self Company website is cool, you can use the promo code YMF for York Meadow Farm, which will give you 15% off your first order. So check their products out. I enjoy them very much. I use them routinely, and as a matter of fact, we are now in or approaching the second quarter of the year, and I am scheduled to receive, or hopefully will receive, my new Best Self journal any day now. And I'm looking forward to that. Periodically they run these sales. It's unfortunate that I didn't take advantage of this, where you get 50% off any one order, and they sell the journals in 4-packs. And I meant to do that, but I didn't, because I'm just thinking it's just one more expense that I don't really need to spend my money on. And as far as spending money goes, real side note, let me pull a card here. And what do we want to talk about today, though? Courage, belief, life's lessons, self-awareness, dreams, or exposed? Any particular topic? Courage, belief, life lessons, self-awareness, dreams, or exposed? What if we go courage? All right. Where is the courage? The courage is the color, I don't know, grayish, bluish, lavender. Bear with me as I pull out a card here, guys. All right. From the Courage deck, the card of the day. I'm not going to read that one, guys. Maybe I should read that one. Oh, these courage questions are hard. What needs to happen for you to put courage over comfort? I'll tell you what needs to happen. I need to pull a card, hit the road, and start talking about it. Stop whining and debating. So I was excited now that I'm in the midst of the podcast, deep in the throes of the podcast. Now I'm not so sure about that because I've got to answer a difficult question. But I was excited this morning to sit and talk and share with you because I am actually doing these homestead things. All right. And I needed to sit down and get caught up with the bookkeeping that I need to do as a small business, and following the guidance and counsel of my accountant, I decided to transition what I'm doing into QuickBooks Online. And yes, there is a monthly fee associated with that, but it is very easy to use, and having gone the Dave Ramsey approach of Gazelle Intense years ago, this was one of the many subscriptions that I canceled, but it was very easy to pick up where I left off and fills a void that is a little bit difficult to fill using Quicken Home and Business, which is what I had been doing because it seemed appropriate for a number of reasons. But anyways, I have a plan in place to make that transition back to QuickBooks Online. I think it will be worth it, especially as time goes on and I continue to grow my business, which is part and parcel with growing my life. And I hope that as time goes on, you find value in all of that, just like you may find in the question today, which is, what needs to happen for you to put courage over comfort? All right, so what needs to happen for me to put courage over comfort is the continuation of the fulfillment of my goals. And the goals that I've had in large part over the past few years have been largely centered around the concepts and the lifestyle that is associated with Financial Peace University. I got sick and tired of being and feeling sick and tired and dealing with the feelings of the burdens of debt, financial debt. It was this pattern that I had developed, and it was a lifestyle that I had gotten accustomed to, and I got sick of it. I'll tell you what, man, I'm getting passed. And then the person that passed me, two people just passed me. I'm driving 55 miles an hour, everyone, on this county road in the rain. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's in a hurry to get nowhere fast. But getting back to answering the question of what needs to happen for you to put courage over comfort is more progress and continued progress of the baby steps. Several years ago, I took that first baby step number 1. Felt like I was in baby step number 1 forever. Then finally, started slowly working my way through baby step number 2, paying off those debts, smallest to largest. And to make progress paying debt, it wasn't a matter of doing the math, it was paying off the smallest debt that I had and making progress, and putting that little monthly amount that I was putting towards the smallest debt towards the next smallest debt, and snowballing my payments. I did that for a long time. Years. And I did it until Financial Peace University became my new lifestyle. After going to multiple classes and realizing that the ultimate accountability partner for me would be the coordination of a class, that's what I did. And that was the thing that clicked, that allowed it to click for me in my life. Following the baby steps exactly as they are lined out by Dave Ramsey and the rest of the Ramsey team. That allowed me to pay off my debts in full. Start moving forward with baby step 3 to 6 months of living expenses. I'm almost at 6 months. And the feeling of security and peace that comes with that is amazing. So, I'm gonna keep going. Here I am turning at the light while the truck that passed me is sitting there waiting to turn left and I'm making a right. See what I mean, folks? When the weather is poor and you're passing people on the road, likely because you're in a hurry to get nowhere fast, that's exactly what you're going to do, get nowhere fast. So put together a plan with your life that leaves you not passing people on the road that are going to end up passing you in almost no time at all. But put a plan together with your life so that you're not passing people and you're taking pleasure in the slow drive that is oftentimes safer when the weather is a little less than desirable. So, what needs to happen for me to put courage over comfort? I need to reach that goal. I need to exceed that goal. Baby step 3. I need to make that progress. I need to continue making that progress. I am not satisfied. I've got a lot going on. You know, I'm basically working a side hustle with all of the things going on at the homestead, getting this commercial kitchen built for Dad. And that's what I was doing this morning with the bookkeeping and invoicing, getting things ready for him for materials, billing him for the small commission sales that I've made. It's not much, but I'm hustling and I'm grinding. And with everything, you got to start somewhere. I don't know how down the road things are going to factor in to the business with me working with my parents, but for right now, I don't work for York Meadow Farm. I help them at the markets. I do a lot for my family just to help my family, but I'm a tenant. I rent out space in the barn for my office. I have a lease. Well, I'm hoping to have a lease with my parents. And I'm going through this process, all these processes, maybe a little bit more formal than necessary. And they've accused me of being maybe a little bit too formal at times. But I think it's appropriate for the long-term goals that I have, which is being independent, operating as a sole proprietor. Maybe at some point restructuring and having employees as well. I don't know. But I'm realizing that with the ideas that I have about how I want to live my life, that I am becoming, if I'm not already, unemployable. And that is a scary thing to realize, because I've been dependent for so long on all of these various systems of support. I have been dependent on all of them for all of my life. And at the modest, humble age of 43 years old, I'm effectively having to learn or relearn, well, learn and relearn how to live my life. It was just last year that I learned how to live without debt. And it took me years to figure out how to do that. It's going to take another few years to learn how to continue operating my business without debt, because I was unable to do that for quite some time, trying to build a business and a life on the concepts of dreams from other people. That's no way to live. So in order for me to build the life and homestead of my dreams, to accomplish the goals that I have, to put courage over comfort in order to make that happen, what needs to happen is a continuation of walking down the road that leads to financial peace. It's really, really simple. But that's for me. I don't know what the answer to that question is for you. So ask yourself that today. What needs to happen for you to put courage over comfort? It's not an easy question. In fact, it's a real difficult question, and it forces you to get real. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to answer the question today, because I was all excited to talk about, well, I was all excited to talk about nothing in particular. But what happened was I pulled out the card. Some of these cards from Deeper Talk are, they're difficult. They force you to get real. And when you share in the conversation with someone else, it's great, because it forces both of you to get real. So again, that Deeper Talk deck is a product of the Best Self Company. There's links to that and other products by the Best Self Company in the show notes. And if you're interested, just go there, check it out, follow the link, and if you end up ordering something, use the promo code YMF. Again, it's an acronym for York Meadow Farm. I'm going to be 15% off on your first order. And as always, if you like what you hear, I think I'll be taking a social media break. Won't be sharing the podcasts myself. But if you like what you hear in the show, I would encourage you to share it with other people. Because soon enough, I won't be sharing it myself on social media. I'm going to be spending a little bit more time honing in and focusing on the skills and everything else that's necessary to effectively build the life and homestead of my dreams. Lately, I feel like I've been spinning my wheels a little bit, lacking focus, so I'm going to continue removing certain things in my life that are preventing me from focusing on things the way that I want to. And I think some of that is social media. So if you like this, share it on social media, share it with your friends. And if you want to participate in the show, you have a question for me or feedback about anything, just send it my way, allaroundgrowth@gmail.com. And I would also encourage you to participate in the Telegram group chat with us, t.me/allaroundgrowth. Again, that's t.me/allaroundgrowth on your internet browser. That'll get you to the Telegram group where we are all at. And it's a great way to continue communicating. I will likely not get off of the Telegram Messenger. That's too integrated in my life with friends and family, as well as you guys. So check it out, t.me/allaroundgrowth, or if you've already got the Telegram Messenger app on your phone, you can just search for the group named All Around Growth. That's it, everybody. I hope that this was a valuable episode, worthy of your time. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you being a part of the show and growing alongside with me and sharing your journey with me as well. For those of you in the group, thank you for being a part of it with me. Thank you for supporting myself, the show, and the rest of us in the community there. It wouldn't be what it is without you. Thank you very much. I mean that sincerely. And I hope you have a great day today. And make it a great day. Sometimes life isn't easy. But when we consistently show up day after day, even when it's hard, the things that are hard get a little bit easier. And I think that's proof positive that we have the ability to have a great impact on the things that are in our life. We have the ability to change the things that are in our life, and we have the ability to change our life. As long as we continue to embrace these concepts of all-around growth, we'll continue making progress, making the change and being the change that we wish to see in the world. This is Rob Kaiser, and thank you.